What's going on, everyone? This is Mitchell with SC Weather. I hope you all are having a great start to your Saturday morning. I know most people who watch my videos know I normally don't do videos in the mornings, but today is going to be a very active weather day. The potential for tornadoes, severe weather across a large portion of the southern U.S. from Arkansas all the way to the Carolinas. So since I'm not at work, I thought I'd do an update this morning. I'll probably do a video tonight also talking about what to expect for tomorrow. So tomorrow looks like a pretty intense day as far as severe weather too. So we're going to break it down. There is a big time chance for tornadoes. It's actually shifted more into Tennessee, but the threat is for portions of Arkansas, northern Mississippi, even areas of maybe far northern Alabama and Tennessee. And there's going to be a severe weather across the Carolinas. I think hail is going to be a big thing we talk about a lot today as we get into the afternoon across the Carolinas. So we're going to break all this down. What can we expect? If you guys have not subscribed, please consider doing that. It's a great way to support me. I talk weather here on the eastern U.S. I talk major weather events. Also, I love to use my platform as an opportunity to pray for you guys. So if there's anything I can pray about, anything anybody else in the comments can pray about, if it's unspoken, say that. Please drop in the comments. I love an opportunity to do that. I know a lot of people have been affected by the tornadoes the other day across Alabama and Georgia, so there's a lot to pray about for you guys for sure. So like the video if you haven't liked it. If you do like it, it helps to get the video out there on the search method on YouTube. So thank y'all for tuning in, and let's get going because there's a good little bit to talk about. There's two aspects of this. So this is the Storm Prediction Center, a huge area of an enhanced risk. You notice it's stretched into Tennessee now, where there's going to be a tornado threat. Notice the slight risk has kind of moved further east into the Carolinas. You have a marginal risk stretching all the way out. If you don't know the outlook legend down here, marginal is level 1, slight's level 2, enhanced, which is that orange, is level 3, moderate's level 4, and high is level 5, and it's got the color code down here also. Enhanced is a big deal. It's something we need to take serious. It stretches into Nashville. You got some pretty big cities like Memphis, even in Little Rock. So definitely some bigger cities in this area. And then you got the slight risk. It goes all the way to Charlotte. Look at the tornado probabilities. You definitely got a higher area here, a 10% chance at any point, 25 miles of any point in this location. 5% chance stretches out from there, and 2% stretches out in the green. Winds are going to be a big threat where the tornadoes are. Hail is going to be a little bit more further southwest. I really think some supercells, big time hail, gorilla hail, like what the weather community likes to call it. Some big time hailstorms definitely may affect areas of southeast Arkansas into Memphis, so we have to watch out for that. Definitely a big time threat here. Check out the satellite imagery in the area in the lower Mississippi here. There's a lot of clouds because there's a lot of convection going on right now. There's storms already in place, and even areas where there's not, there's just a lot of clouds. But as we get into the early afternoon hours, even in the late morning, clouds are going to be able to clear out. You're not going to probably get clear skies. You're still going to get clouds, but just like in the event in Mississippi and Alabama the other day, you get any clearing, it destabilizes the atmosphere and it increases the tornado threat and the threat for severe storms. So a lot of clouds out there. Also want to show you the Carolinas. Right now there's a fog that's starting to burn off here in South Carolina and portions of North Carolina and Georgia. But you can tell there's some clearing going on here. Temperatures are going to soar across the southeast in general. I think areas will hit 90 degrees here in southeast areas of Georgia, southern areas of South Carolina. We had our first 90-degree day yesterday in Savannah, Georgia. So we're going to warm up quick. It's very humid out there also. But here we go. Here's the temperatures across the area. Warm day. Check out the highs in the upper 80s in southern South Carolina. The entire area of southern Georgia in the upper 80s. Someone's going to hit 90. Probably somebody will hit 91, 92 degrees somewhere in this area here. But check out the warm area where there's going to be a tornado threat. Right here along a warm front is where a tornado threat is going to set up. You're going to have a warm front that situates itself right into here. And obviously warm, moist air south of it. A little bit more stable air north of it. But this is where a tornado threat is going to set up, right into here. So you look at dew points, which moist air, you need moist air to get severe weather. It's basically an element that you need to get severe weather. Check it out here, moist air rides up here along the warm front. You get dew points in south central Mississippi, rising almost to 70 degrees, and dew points right here. Right into here, there's going to be some spin ups here. I'm gonna say this a lot in the video. Dew points are high all across the Carolinas. A little bit more stable air showing up here. So I think the severe weather, it's not going to be tampered. There's still going to be severe weather, but I think this might help to lower it maybe across the mountains. But we'll see. I think there's going to be a lot of heavy rain up here as convection from Tennessee will begin to make its way into the Carolinas in the coming hours. But I really think around here, somewhere in upstate South Carolina, I'm expecting a supercell or two to develop. So if you're in upstate South Carolina and the Piedmont, North Carolina, watch out for that area. I think a big-time hailstorm or two is going to fire up, and you obviously have the tornado threat. But here's the radar simulation. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I meant to do that before I got into this. If it'll kick in here. Okay, that made it a little bit smaller. Okay, there it goes. It adjusted. So radar simulation for the latest long-range HRRR. This is the latest one. A lot of convection in Tennessee, but check out these little storms right here to get going. Right into here, that's going to have some spin to them. And that's what we have to watch out. And then there's some storms in upstate South Carolina and North Carolina that's going to have the potential to produce some nasty weather. And then here comes that squall line. We'll talk more about that tonight. That begins to develop. This is a nasty line of storms along with a cold front that finally gets some wheels to it and looks to bring much cooler conditions Sunday night into Monday morning. But you know, we get a little bit of a closer view here of let's see here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a closer view. Here we go, of the tornado threat across Tennessee and Arkansas. Check it out here. Once you get into the afternoon hours, you're going to get some storms here, some supercells along this area that's going to develop, that has the potential to put some tornadoes just south of Nashville and even up into the Nashville area. So look at these individual cells, and this is definitely some a prime atmosphere down here in northern Mississippi. So any of these cells, especially if they get into their own area and nothing's messing around with them, they can really have a chance to be strong, severe, and maybe an isolated strong tornado or two is definitely not out the question. It's also a big-time hail threat back here. You look into the Carolinas a little bit closer. This is the area I'm talking about. This cell right here trying to show up just south of Greenville. Even this one here in Chesterfield County. I think this area right here, there's some dry air aloft in the soundings. It's making me think there's going to be a chance for some hailstorms right into this area. The tornado threat is not high at all, but I really think there's going to be some intense storms right here in the upstate of South Carolina to the lower Piedmont of North Carolina, right into this area. So we're going to watch this. If there is, I'll plan on driving up the road a little bit to try to intercept one and see how that goes. But definitely an active weather day. The Cape is here. You got plenty of Cape, which is convective energy available. You're going to have plenty that develops here in South Carolina into Georgia. There's going to be kind of a boundary right here where there's already a lot of convection here and more stable air, but there's going to be a lot of convection that builds up, especially when this fall clears in South Carolina and areas. It's going to warm up into the 80s, and there's going to become a juice in the atmosphere. But check out the Cape values where the tornado threat and the big-time hail threat is, raising to close to 3,800 joules per kilogram. That is high Cape. There's a lot of convective energy right here. So this is going to be some nasty storms. The tornado parameter right here, it definitely maximizes right into here, right along that warm front that sets up and kind of stops right here in south central Tennessee. There's going to be a strong tornado or two threat right into here for sure. The tornado threat not very high into this area right here in the Carolinas, but definitely the tornado threat back here is going to be high. Unfortunately, someone's going to probably end up getting a tornado, and we're going to hear reports of damage or something, but I pray that it's not. But very active weather day today, guys. Keep your head on the swivel. Stay weather aware. We're going to talk about the threat tomorrow as we shift more into a straight line of storms that really has the potential to put down some strong winds for areas along a cold front that's going to have a tight gradient along it that's going to drop the temperatures drastically and bring in a little bit more stable air. After we get past Sunday, we're going to talk about the potential for some cold air for Easter weekend, but let's get through this weekend before we talk anything about that. But that's all I got, guys. Stay weather aware today. It's going to be active. Have a blessed day.